Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I'm here today, just looking at my notes actually, sorry, should have had them out. I'm here to do another bit on this envelope flippy folder slash journal topper that Rachel has taken us through on her hashtag 100 days RAB for RachandBellacrafts, and this is day 4. I'm not following it daily, I'm just following it. Obviously it started in January. Anyway, today we're actually making a double kind of over the page envelope, which actually I've done already with the Roxy Creations weekly project that she has, which is actually it's called Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2023, and Rachel has been doing a different project every week. And on week 1 she made these same pockets, and this is where Rachel at RachandBellacrafts said, you know, in her video for day 4 that she got the inspiration. So this is my flippy envelope journal so far, and I really think there's only one page now that's got tucks on, that's got tucks on, that's got the belly band shaker, that's got a belly band on it. Yeah, so that I've put a side thumb hole in. So this seems to be the only one I have left, so I'm going to make one for that. Okay, so I'll put that to one side and I'll show you a prototype I made. So this is what we're going to be doing, and if say for instance this was a journal page, this is how they attach. So you've got pocket this side here, you can have a back pocket here, and if you glue it down here and here, so you've got 2 pockets there, flip it over, and again if you glue it down the bottom and up the side, you've got a back pocket here and a front pocket here, so it's actually a 4 pocket piece. Now you don't have to glue this down, it can just be paper clipped to your page if you want it to be. It's entirely up to you, and it can be any size you want, and it can be made out of any paper. I've made this one out of some music paper. There we are, and I've just decorated it with an autumnal feel really, with what I had on my desk, some stickers and bits and pieces. So this is what we're making. Okay, and so I have got various bits left from the pages that I've been using for this flippy envelope folder. So I will now show you how to make it. Now you can actually even make it so that it is so if say this was your journal page, you could make it so that it went up the bottom, so it attached over the bottom of the page, or even over the top. So you'd have a side pocket and then you'd decorate it according to the direction. So it's quite a versatile piece actually. Okay, so I've just got these 3 random pieces left, and I've also got, let me see, the bits. What other page have I got? Anything else? So yeah, I've got this bit. So I just want to show you that you can make them out of any size. You can make them out of book page, music paper, digital bits and pieces, even scrapbook pad pages, as long as they're not too thick. So let's have a look and I'll show you what we're doing. Now we'll take this piece here and what we're going to be doing with this, and I'm just going to flip it over because mine is single-sided. So I'm going to fold up, and I'm not measuring, it's about 1/4 inch. I know this probably is a little bit more than 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to get my glue stick and glue that down. Like so, and this glue stick is a bit blobby and I shouldn't really be doing it on my mat. So we're doing that, and then we're going to take this. So actually what we'll do is we'll take it this way. So no, it's going to be this way. Now I've done it. So I'm going to just, this is going to be the size of your pocket on either side. So I'm just going to take that. So obviously double-sided is good. So I'm just going to take mine up about halfway or more than halfway. It's entirely up to you what size depth you want your pocket to be. Then you're going to flip it over, and you're just going to flip down the back there just to give that a bit of strength at the top there. And again, we're going to get some glue paper. I am just going to so this is going to be a different experience for me because this is only single-sided, so we'll see what it looks like, what we can do with it. Okay, right, so that's glued down, so that just strengthens that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take it long ways, and we're going to flip it up like this. I think I might have been able to make this not look so blank on this side if I'd folded it the opposite way, if you know what I mean. And I'm just going to chop off because I don't mind that wide. You can make them that wide actually. So it depends on your journal really, you know. I think that's a bit wide, so I'm just going to chop mine down at the side here, take a bit off, make mine a bit thinner. Okay, and then before you want to glue down that side and that side to make your pocket, but before you do that, if you want a thumb hole, which I do, and I'm going to put a thumb hole in the top as well, I think, then I'm going to put my thumb holes in now. So I'm just going to eyeball it, and same with this one. So these are really easy to make. And I'm just going to put a thumb hole through the top, kind of there, just the double-sided. If you do them together, then they'll be in the same place. So that's what I've done for this one. And then, as I've got a blank bit at the back of mine, I could then actually do something with that to give it some interest. So before I stick it down, so I'm going to quickly I'm just going to quickly put something on the back of this. So I'm just going to mark mine. I'm just giving you an idea of what you can do. I should have waited to put the thumb holes in. I do this every time. So I've just got some scraps here, and I'm just going to, I know, pop a piece in there. So I'm just going to quickly measure that with my pencil, and it's going to go down to about there and tuck that under. So I will just get my paper cutter out. doesn't matter how far down it goes. Okay. I think that's the mark there. Okay. This paper cutter's it's not actually playing up like it normally does. So I'm going to just redo the thumb holes. So I'm just going to glue that over the top like that. So let's use a bit of glue that, oh actually we'll use this and we'll just glue around the edges with the wet glue. And there's a big blob over the back. Glue sticks, the bane of my life. Okay, just pop some around the edge. Come on, glue. Just hoping that you can see what I'm doing. And that is just literally, where's my glue book? Just take a bit off. Oh. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? Oh, never mind. So we're just going to have that like that. And like that, and just going to give that a wipe like so, and then I'm going to glue my pocket edges back up. So I'm just doing a thin bead of glue down the right and the left side of the pocket and that edge there. And that is going to go on there. Oh goodness me, everything's stuck to this dry cloth. So that's my pocket there. Oh, I've got glue everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to score that down and then redo the holes. Gosh, there is glue everywhere on this. I'm going to stick to that side. I realise that I could have turned it over if I wanted to, but I don't. So let's hope this is going to cut this and not play up. Oh, it's going to play up. Oh. Only way I can get it out, and this is quite dangerous I think, is to push it out now. Okay, so at least it cut it, but I'm going to have to put something else behind this one to double the thickness, and then it will be fine. She says, I don't know if it is going to be fine or not. Let's fold that over. Yeah, I've got a cut on my finger. I cut it with a rotary cutter, cutting some material. Just shows you how dangerous they can be. Oh, that was hard. Right. Okay. Okay, right. So that's our pocket. It's still got glue on it. Okay, and that's actually strengthened the top by gluing that over. Gosh, this one is going to take ages. It's not glued down now. Come on, glue, please. It's so annoying when the glue takes ages to come out, and you know, it takes half of your videoing time away. That should be fine now. Okay, that's fine. Right, so that's one. Okay, let's do one more. Now this doesn't seem to be directional, so I'm just looking. If I fold it that way, it's going to be the same sort of size as that one. So, okay, we turn up the bottom. Okay, this is to give it some extra strength, because these pockets, if you start putting things in and out of them, and you know, they're only one ply of paper, if you like, book page or whatever, they're not going to be very strong. And I don't know about you, but I'd hate to sell a piece that, you know, wasn't really performing once somebody bought it and got it home and started using a journal or whatever. You know, I'd be devastated. So that's that. Flip it over, turn this top bit down like so. In fact, no, that's fine. Do I want to turn that? I think I'm going to turn that in that way this time. I don't think it matters. That is going to be my pocket, so it'll just be a bit of matching at the top. And there I go, gluing again on my mat. Okay, so again, I'm just going to turn it over like so and crease it down. I'm just going to burnish that down like that. Okay. And doesn't seem to be very straight. That's better. Right. It's when you fold it, I find. Okay. I'm going to cut mine down again. I'm going to do an even narrower one because of the envelope that I'm putting it onto in my... So one of these will be going into that flippy folder. Okay, and again, I'm just going to use the strip that I've just cut off, and I'm going to pop it in here like so. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So, okay, let's glue it on this side. Let's glue this first at this time and just glue kind of along there. Okay, let's take this folded edge off. Okay, so just going to push it up to that line there. This is just my way of covering up the white. when I got this out to use to make them with, I didn't think about them being single-sided, to be honest. But you can always overcome that. You can stencil it, you can, you know, use washi tape. There's lots of ways to do it. Okay, so that's that. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so I want to make my thumb holes. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to have to use something behind to help me. Paddy's having a dream. Can you hear him? He's having a little dream. Ah, he's yipping in his dream. Okay, let's hope this works. So I'm just going to eyeball it again. Oh. Gosh, it's very hard, especially when my thumb doesn't want to work very easily. This thumb is not very good. I think it could be slight RSI, but I've obviously spent years working in an office environment, one way or another, doing various things over the years. So and I'm just going to, hopefully that's thick enough for me to, quite like the back thumb hole. Please work. Oh, it did. Thank goodness. I think it's just getting old like me. Right, so that's that one. Okay, so that was out of that. So you can cut them down really to whatever you want. You could have a taller one. So I like that. So to cover up that line, I think it'd be quite nice to put a bit of lace along there. So we'll decorate that one in a minute, especially for the envelope. And we'll just do one more, I think, so that you kind of, what happens if I do it this way round? Now this may not work if I have the, because this again is only single-sided, but if I have, this might not work, might be an awful disaster, but we'll see. So if I don't glue it, yeah, it's going to be a disaster, isn't it? What about if I just go the way I was? I think, I don't think there's any way around it. Whichever way you do it, you're going to get blank either on the outside or on the inside. So I'd rather have my blank area on the inside. So I'm pushing that up to make my pocket. I quite like a deep pocket. And then flipping it over. So what about if I flip it over the same side and we bring that down to there? Now that might work. So there's always a way around it. I'm going to try this. Now this is not something that was on either video. But because I'm using blank single-sided paper, and I think especially if you're using the thinner scrapbook pads, that often they are single-sided. So I've done that so that I can just make sure that's straight. I don't have to cover the back then, do I? So this is my pocket here, and I'm going to fold it this way, like so. And that's my flip over piece, like that. Okay, and once again, before I want to put a thumb hole here and here. So again, just going to get a scrap piece of double to make it much thicker, so that my thumb hole won't get stuck. And just eyeball it. Oh, that one worked. Let's see if I can do the same here. So all I do is just put a scrap behind it out of the bin, usually. You know, a bit of scrap cardboard is probably the easiest, because when you get to this stage where your piece is very thin, small extra piece at the back, then it's not going to work. So let me use this bit of book page. Okay, just redo that one. So I do need to get a new 1 inch at some point. Circle. It works fine on thick stuff, but just does not now like the smaller. So okay, so we've got, should have folded that down a bit more, so I haven't glued anything down, so I'm gonna just do that. I was gonna fold the top down even lower, like so. You'll see what I mean. So where the thumb hole is there now, there's something behind it. Just have to keep redoing it, burnishing it. Okay, so that's it. And I'm going to keep those together and put my thumb hole in the back, kind of. Oh, that worked, thank goodness. Scared to death. Yes, that's a nice side, isn't it? Right, okay, but we can cover up that line, that's not a problem. Okay, now we will keep it that thickness now, that width rather. So we're just going to go through the process of gluing it down. Okay, so we're gluing down pocket. It's a thin bead of glue. Like so. And that is going to go there and there. And that is it. So that's our double pocket. Okay, so I'm a bit put out that my thumb holes don't match. I quite like mine to match. I'm just going to quickly do this one a bit further over, because that one obviously is a bit far over, and just go over it again. That's much better, and that's not noticeable. Right, okay, that's it. And we've got 3, so let's decorate at least one. So I think if I bring back my piece here and open it up, so this is the envelope it's going on, so I don't want it too wide, so I don't want to cover up the whole of my background there, but I do like that. Unfortunately, it's going to cover up that lovely girl there, which is a shame, but I think that's where mine's going. So I'm going to glue mine down. Now that didn't even glue. Did that glue not come out? Okay, so let's decorate this one before we stick it in. Okay, so what we're going to put, so I think we'll go with the lace. So got this tiny bit of lace, so I just think I've got enough for either side. So I'm just going to, let's just cut it completely in half, and then we've got equal anyway either side, like that. Okay, I hopefully got a bit of this left, this big 3-in-1, and I'm just going to just that Benita's tacky glue I find doesn't really glue material very well. That's my experience anyway. Otherwise, I you know, I've come to quite like it. Still squeezing the last drops out of this because I'm keeping it upside down. But you have to make sure the lid is on tight, because otherwise it comes out. That's happened to me before, and I've lifted it out. There's been a big globule of the glue all around the lid. So that's nice, I quite like that. Okay, so what else can we put on here? What bits have I got on my desk? Let's have a look. Oh, I've got a nice butterfly, pinky one, blue one. They're quite big. Some labels, rose stickers. So I've got this. This might be nice on here because it's got the roses, so I could cut around this. But I don't want to make this a long video, so I'm going to be as quick as I can and just decorate the one, and I'll decorate the others at the off camera, and I'll put the picture up at the end. Hopefully that's okay with everyone. Hope you're all doing all right. Everyone seems to be busy crafting, which is great. So I can have one side and one piece the other, I think. I'm just going to halve it roughly, like so, and let's just use this and tear it down. Okay. Oh, my finger is sore. Okay, and that doesn't go up to there. So let's just ink round this very gently with the pink. I've got this picked raspberry archival, and I'm just going round it very gently in this nice pink. It's just to accentuate the edges, really. I don't want it too dark. I'll put some on the spine there. It is quite a pink, if you know what I mean. And then I want to accentuate the here. So again, I'm just going to stick down a bit of that so I can So I guess if you knew you were going to ink it up with whatever you're inking with, then you probably do that as well at the same time as you do your thumb holes before you glue it down. Just go along the bottom a bit darker there. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so I'm going to do this side first, and I'm just going to do the same very pinky for me, very girly whirly, so I like that. So that's going on that side. Where's my glue stick? Yeah, it's very pink and pretty, and yeah, it's not sort of a theme I tend to go for, but let's put that to one side, I think. Oh, sorry, I'm probably off camera now. Oh, so I'm trying to get it to look not too kind of crooked. That's it. I think that's pretty. And then this side, we'll put the other half on. Still enough on the dogger, just enough. And we will glue that one down. Like so. So you don't have to have them identical, you see. But I like that. That's quite simple, but I like it. Okay, and we'll put something else on. So what shall we? Don't want a butterfly because we've got butterflies on there. We don't need a rose even because we've got roses on the background. What do we want? Those wouldn't fit in with the background. That's grey, sort of a grey. So let's have a think. What can we put down there? Maybe a word, little word would be quite nice. Oh, let's use some Tim Holtz words off of here. Let's see, what should we choose for this? What about delightful? Could be one. We'll put that face down over there, and we'll go over the other page, and kindness is a nice one. So put those back up on my shelf. Okay, and I'm going to put something behind those. Let's see, what can we choose? Just want a scrap of something, don't we? Just let me get my scrap wallet and find something suitable. I think a scrap off the top of that would be nice because it's got that sort of grey in it. So I'll just do that. It's just a piece of digital. Let's just take this down a bit and use a piece of this. I just tear it down a bit. Might be nice at the back. Oh, it's a bit dark. See what I mean? Comes out quite fuchsia, kind of cerise or whatever that. Now, we put a word on there. Do we want it up the side? No, because the word would be up the other way, wouldn't it? I don't really. Do I want it there? With the word on. So that's what it would look like. Or there. I think I'm going to have it there for a change. So I'm just going to glue this. I'm going to pop that in there like so. And then I'm just going to go around this. A bit heavy-handed. And that's very gluey anyway, so have that there like so. Okay, that's that side, and then let's do this similar thing here. And this time we could have it there. These are very sticky, so I've got it there like that. I'm just going to put the lid on this. Okay, so that's what they look like, and I think that's possibly all I want to put on here. The thing is, you can add more when you put it into your journal or whatever you're using. So I'll do the other ones off camera. I just get rid of that. It's always knocking my finger. I've taken the plaster off though to give it some air. So those are our pockets, and let's just burnish that down a bit, that edge. Okay, so there we have them there, like that, and this one is going to go, and I'll do that off camera, it's going to be stuck down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick down that edge and along there, turn it over and glue that edge and along there, and that is our piece. Okay, right, so that's it. So I hope you enjoyed those, and I'll show you these at the end. Okay, take care everyone, speak soon, bye bye.